Hey y'all, welcome back to the Craft Castle. In the back, you can see my crafting fail. Came on here and I said, you know what, let me just record myself. Hopefully this turns out. It didn't. I'm gonna post that link to that video in the bio. You can go ahead and watch that if you wanted to and watch me craft fail. But the real reason why we're here is not for a craft fail. We're learning how to make this cute little bag, this little Easter bag. So a little backstory to this. In April, I will be going to a convention out in Orlando, and I was asked to do a make and take demoing glue. Glue, I know, so crazy. And what better way to demo just glue, craft glue, by gluing a whole bunch of glitter cardstock, because I know that is the hardest paper to glue together. So I created this cute little file. It's in Design Space. Whoops, it's in Design Space. If you can't attend the convention, don't worry. I created it, and then I'm going to show you how to make it here after I'm done giving my little spiel. So you can make your own bag too. If you're going to be at the convention, I will be making this bag live in person. But look at how cute that is. It's with only glitter cardstock. Every single bit. Well, now I'm a liar, because this thing right here is not glitter cardstock. This is print and cut, but everything else is glitter cardstock. And she is so cute. He, I don't know, but look at how cute it is. And it's all made of glitter cardstock, this entire bag. You can see on the back, there is a little hole punch. I tried to cover up the hole with that banner, which is why the banner is there, because I didn't want just a random hole sticking out, and it kind of was an eyesore to me. So I put a little cute little banner in there. But if you wanted to, you could open up, and I'm not going to do it because I'm not a good bow tire, but you can open this up. The bag does open up. You can put any type of Easter tree in there. This is a perfect little thing. And it's a good craft for kids, which is perfect, but do love this. Oh my gosh. Okay, so let me show you how I made this, and then you can make your own. Also, in the link in the description, I will give you the link to this project. I do talk later on when I'm assembling this for you. The file is a complete Cricut Design Space file. So when you load it in, it will look exactly flattened, but like this. The issue is that when you open up Design Space has this thing where if you use any downloaded images or fonts, it disappears from the profile. So everything you see here that's in paper is going to be there. The only catch is the lettering of Happy Easter will not be there. So you'll have to add in your own print and cut lettering, if that's what you want to do, into the file so you can flatten it and do a print and cut for the Happy Easter. But outside of that, everything here is going to be the way that it looks, just flattened. And then I cut the bag, I think I cut at 10 inches. It'll be saved in the file for you. You can resize if you want, but you can also just keep it the way it is, and you'll have the same bag size as me. All right, y'all, let's get started. So first we're gonna start out with our box. It's gonna be the part that's gonna take the longest to dry. All we're gonna do, it's hard to tell on glitter cardstock, but there is score lines on it, and you just wanna bend those score lines in. There is gonna be multiple score lines. You just kind of wanna bend them in. Again, it would probably be easier if we weren't using glitter cardstock, but I want to use glitter cardstock for this project. So just got to look for them. But it shouldn't be hard to bend at all because it is paper. And we're just going to do all of them. Okay. And we'll just kind of bend in this box a little bit, so we can kind of get the feel of how this box is supposed to look as a finished product. So these lines are supposed to get bent in. Okay, there is the box. Some of the lines are folded in, some of them are folded out. When you start putting it together, you kind of can tell how the lines are supposed to be folded. Because then, when it's glued, you'll be able to cinch it in like this and then put a little hole punch in there and then tie it up at the very top. So you see how it bends in on the sides? That's kind of the final look that you want to go for. So now with all of that done, I am just going to glue. I'm just going to take my little glue bottle and I'm going to glue this flap. You don't need a whole lot of glue, but just enough to where it'll stay. And then, not that, I'm going to glue this flap and this flap. See how I'm just gluing on the glitter part. Okay, I'm going to hold that into place for a second. While I'm doing that, I can actually probably hold this one into place too. Okay, then I'm going to take a glue in this part right here. I'm just going to put more glue and I'm going to fold this edge over. The greatest part about this is that you can put, see how it's just coming up just a little bit? Because this is a needle nose, you can just squeeze a little bit of glue right there that you missed and then push it down. Okay, so now that this is the thing that's gonna take the longest to dry, so I'm gonna set this down with the bottom down onto the table so it will make sure and glue that bottom nice and perfect. I'm just gonna add another glue bottle into the bag just so I can add some weight down to the bottom, making sure that all the little flaps on the inside are glued down. Okay, just like that. Side. Okay, there is that. Move that over to the side. Now I got my little bunny dude. Look at how cute he is. So I have all these really tiny little pieces. I mean, look at how fine and intricate that is. Right here, look at his little whiskers. Oh my goodness. Okay, so of course he's drying, but if there's the file that I created, sorry, this flap on the bag just flipped right out. Perfect. Okay, I put my water bottle next to that outside flap so it stays shut and doesn't flip back open. Okay, so for this file that I created, the holes you can see my skin through, and I want it to be black, so I created a small little rectangle. You won't see it after you're done, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue, just put a little dab of glue. Make sure your black is facing away from you. See? When you glue this to your bag, you won't see the rectangle, which is exactly what I want. And then for his little whiskers, we're just going to take a little bit of glue on the very center of his nose, flip him over. There we go. Okie dokie. And then I have pink inside ears. Like that. Look at how cute our little guy is. Love him. Okay, so I have more flowers right here that I didn't peel. This is how amazing this glitter cardstock is. One cut does it all in one swipe. Now, I have little leaves, but I'm going to wait until later to glue those on. Oops, I forgot his little pink nose. Look at that pink nose. I'm going to put a little dab of glue on that black. And I'm just going to lay that little nose. Oh, look at how cute. He's gotten so cute. Okay, so for the next part of this project, I have my little piece of foam. It's just like for paper rolling, a little piece of foam. And I have these They're for fondant making flowers, but they still work for paper. Because I'm using really small, gonna be making really small flowers, I'm gonna use the smallest little doodad. Now for flowers, always use the smallest one. I prefer that. I don't prefer rolling flowers, so this is the way that I prefer. But you just take your little rolling tool and you just kind of roll in a circular motion until they come up. And see how it's not laying flat anymore? These ones right here lay completely flat, and this one has like a little bit of 3 dimension. That's exactly what I'm looking for. And I'm just gonna keep going. You don't need a whole lot, but just a little bit of pressure and going in a circular motion. There's that. Now, I'm gonna get my different pink ones. I cut a whole bunch on my mat. I don't think I'm gonna use all of them, but same process as before. You're just kind of rolling in a circle to get it a little bit of 3 dimensions so it's not a flat flower. And these ones are really big, so let me move. Oops. There we go. Ooh, I'm liking the way that this flower is going to look. We got this and this one. Okay, now all you're gonna do is take, these are separate. I did not cut a center for these ones because if you can tell, this right here, oh my gosh, this is so small. So I doubt anyone's gonna notice that there's not a center on there, which is fine by me. But there we go. Okay, now all I'm gonna do is on the very bottom base, I'm just gonna add like a drop of glue into each flower, into the center of each flower. And then I'm going to pick up that center one, and I'm not gonna lay it right on top of each other. I'm gonna stagger them so the flowers look a little bit fuller. There's one. Okay, and for the brighter pink one, I have a 3rd flower layer, so repeating the process. I'm just going to add another little drop of glue. Staggering, don't put it on top of each other. Okay, and then if you wanted to, you can go back in and re-fluff these up, just like that to give it more 3 dimension. Now for the daisies, I did create a small little yellow inside. So again, with the same thing we did with the other ones that we did the 2nd layer, just a little drop of glue. Don't need a whole lot. And just going to pick it up and drop it in. All I'm using to do pickup is just a little bit of poster putty. They do have a pickup stick that Silhouette sells. I have lost mine. I have one somewhere, but I have lost mine. So a little bit of poster putty does, what's inside that little stick, pickup stick, is just poster putty. That's all I'm using. Okay, I'm gonna fluff this bright pink one up again. I'm just going to push in on the center. Okay. I'm going to move those away. Bring back my little bunny guy. I'm going to arrange my leaves on the face. This is just like a, you know, a mock-up of how you want things to look before you glue them down. Because nothing is worse than when you go to glue and you don't like the finished product. Like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna like it like that. Then just doing a little bit of glue. And same thing with the flowers that you did with the leaves. Just kind of want to place it in. Just trying to dry fit. That's so cute. Move it back out. Well, it was the daisy, so just a drop of glue. There. I kind of want it to be, there we go. I want a little bit of a circular, like a crown. So I brought the center up just a little bit. Okay, and then taking your little doodad again, because this is important, and just kind of setting it in, doing like a firm place, so it quits sliding around on you. All right, we're gonna let this dry just for a few minutes, and then we're gonna put it onto the front of our little bag. Okay, now I'm going to take out these bottles, these glue bottles out of the bag, and then show you. Look at, this is glue, y'all. This is just glue. Now when I bend this in, perfect. This is perfect. And then I'll be able to just do like a little hole punch with a little bit of ribbon. So stinking cute. Okay, now let's take our little bunny, and I'm going to turn him around at the very back. See our ugly little rectangle? It's fine, we're getting ready to cover it up. Just take your glue and just put a little bit on the back. I don't want to do his ears because I'm going to make him super cute here in a second. So I'm just going to put the little glue on the back. I'm going to stick my hand in there so I can get a good grip. There we go. I think he's perfect. Look at how cute he is. Oh my gosh, so cute. So when he dries a little bit more, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and roll. Well, I guess I could do it right now. You don't want to break the gluing process, but do you see what I'm doing? I'm just kind of rolling up his ears a little bit to give him a little bit more dimension. And my flowers aren't fully dry yet. So when you're working with this glue, you want to make sure, oops, that it is glued on there. Okay, you see how this ear is not laying flat anymore and this one is? You know, I do think that this one's perfectly fine, but this one just has a little bit more movement to it, and that's exactly what I'm wanting. And his bunny nose is crooked, so I'm gonna fix that real quick. Okay, so all I did was I just put my hand and just kind of roll. And we're just giving some dimension to him. And I keep saying him, but like, is that a him? I don't know. See, look at how cute. And then from the side, his ears stand up. So stinking cute. Now, if I wanted to, which I do actually, so I'm going to get my little hole punch. When I close it in, I'm going to make sure that the holes at the very top all line up together. And I'm just going to take my hole punch line it up in the center. There's that. I'm going to grab some string. Now you can fill this bag with candies or any type of Easter treats. Up to you. Possibilities are endless. There's that. And then I'm just going to, I am not a professional bow tire by any means. Don't look for me for bow tie references, but just trying to make the cutest little bow possible. Oh my gosh, he's so stinking cute. Okay, so this is the end of that file that I created. The only reason why this next portion is not on there is because it's gonna be a downloaded font. And when I add this to my, the link in the bio, when you open up Design Space, it will not have this thing on there. It'll disappear for you, which is really sad. It's kind of frustrating. But So in the file, you're gonna have this. I will keep the banner to this, but the lettering, that Happy Easter, it will not be there. You would have to make your own text and add your own Happy Easter on there, but I will leave it on the file. It just will be blank. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put this kind of, you know, like hide the little circle so it just kind of looks cute and finished and you don't have this like big huge circle in the way. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of glue to the very edges. And I'm going to make sure it's center. But do you see what I mean? Like, how cute is that? So cute. Oh my goodness. I just love him. Ah! All right, y'all, that is your finished Easter craft. I hope you enjoyed it. Make sure and tag me on Instagram if you make your own little bunny bag. Okay, I'll see y'all later.